Elena. It is Monday, September 9th at 6:41 p.m. And I just saw your video, and I know I have to make one right away because tomorrow none of my notes are going to make any sense. So, I do think I have thought a lot about this, and our culture values intellect and smarts over other kinds of intelligence. In fact, there are many different types of intelligence. I had to take this leadership class once, and one thing they really discussed was how there are many different types of intelligence, and IQ, although important, isn't the greatest indicator of success. In fact, a much better indicator of success is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is being able to understand the feelings of others and deal with them and understand and deal with your own feelings, in a nutshell. And that's a much better indicator of success than IQ, and yet our culture works so hard and values IQ so much because it's hard to measure emotional intelligence. That's what I think. You can't test it and standardize it. And we're very much in a standardized testing kind of world. I am very much a victim of standardized testing, or standardized testing is a victim of me, but that's another story. Besides the IQ intelligence and emotional intelligence, there's bodily intelligence, or physical, being like a ballet dancer who is really coordinated and really good at using their body. There's, I read this book called How Am I Smart, and that talks about a couple different intelligences and describes them. I don't remember them all, but there was one like being smart with animals. There was like leadership skills, I think. There are a bunch of intelligences like that. And I think it's so hard for kids nowadays in school because, maybe you're not good at, academics and reading and math and writing, and you're made to feel stupid because of that. And that's not right. People are smart in different ways. Each person is talented in a different area. After I read How Am I Smart, I immediately began to look at my siblings and try to figure out what their smarts were. And it really helped with one of my siblings. I don't think I'll name names in particular, but one of them, she's not very academic. Math and science and those kinds of things don't come naturally to her. What I noticed over time was with this one sibling was she really is interested and fascinated by animals. And all it took was for me to point this out to her and help her spot it. And now she went from being so frustrated with school and in tears every day and not having that value, and now I see she's so secure in who she is. She knows I'm gonna have to get through the academics, but she's really good at helping animals, and she loves just doing housework kinds of things. And so she's smart, but not in a way that's valued by our culture necessarily. I just feel bad for anyone who's trapped in the school system and has to feel stupid because they don't have someone else's gift, which that's one of the most frustrating things. Also, when you're talking about how college values, how we value intelligence so much, what immediately popped to mind was a quote from Harvey, which is a movie I saw a long time ago with Jimmy Stewart. It's actually a play too. I really want to go see it. And I saw this movie ages ago, just once. I think I was 13, and this one quote in there stuck with me, just stuck in my brain, and it goes something along the lines of, my mother told me in this life you have two choices. You can either be oh so intelligent or oh so pleasant. I tried intelligent for years. I'd recommend pleasant. That quote pretty much says it all. We value intelligence, we don't value pleasantness. And I think it's because we can't standardize test it, because you can't necessarily teach pleasantness in a textbook. This is really also kind of strange, a little tangent, but what came to mind when you were talking about superhumans and valuing intelligence versus, what really matters. The one, example that seemed to encompass all of those was actually Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. If you think about it, we have Dr. Horrible, who is super intelligent. He's inventing his freeze ray gun thing. He's smart, but he's not good interpersonally. He's very insecure. He has problems with his intelligence. And then we have kind of our superhuman Captain Hammer, he's so confident, and he's so arrogant, and that's another thing our culture kind of values. And yet, the person that matters is Penny. She's the one who's making a difference. We don't know how smart Penny is. She's not overly confident. She doesn't have a big head. She's just kind of like puttering around behind scenes. And that's all that really matters when it comes down to it. Penny died. Anyway, that's the thing that comes to mind. It doesn't matter intelligence so much as what you do to help others. Alright,